Yo, what's up? I'm wearing my favorite shirt today. It says Boner Garage and it has a bunch of cats on it. I got it from Mikey from Crossed Hearts, a really sick emo band. But today we're not doing emo, we're doing indie pop. I kind of want to also turn this into like a little bit of a drum and bass song because of how the chorus is leading up. My boy Liam, aka Baby Boy Blue, came over the other day and we were working on a little demo and we were kind of just spitting some ideas back and forth. And I really like the way that he approaches things because he usually works on pop and R&B and indie pop. So here's the track from the start. Show you what we got going on. Again, we just made this in like an hour, so it's pretty rough, but it's a good start to a song.
Spending my life acting like the posters on the wall are plotting disaster, but I still plan on faking it. Isn't it nice? Acting like the slower I crawl, the more it doesn't matter, and I can feel it sinking in. They call my bluff, I'm never enough, it's all for the better. Maybe I'll hang it up, I'm on with the dust, another quitter.
And then into the drum and bass part right there, and that would be the chorus as well. So I think I'm going to start with that and sort of base the rest of the song around that because I feel like that's going to be the strongest identity for the song. That's all I want. Boom, gap, boom, gap, boom, gap, boom, gap.
Another quitter.
That's pretty cool. The concept of the song was like we're writing about the perspective of when we were kids and we wanted to be like rock stars when we were older, and like our heroes weren't as rich as we thought they were, like MTV Cribs was made up. And I don't necessarily think that it was always a lie, but I mean nowadays just with like TikTok and everybody kind of cycling through who's hype right now and who's not, it's not so much of a thing anymore. There's nobody who's like the it person unless you're really like Olivia Rodrigo or whatever. Yeah, so I'm just sort of trying to dive into those lyrics a little bit. Like, will it ever be my time? Did all my heroes lie is a cool one.
I think my heroes lie. I used to always want it. It's all a simulation.
My voice is so soft, it's hard.
Never be my time. I used to always want it. I think my heroes lie. It's all a simulation. Caved into a purpose that's not perfect. Is the timing worth it? Sold me pleasant pipe dreams and a glory. Told me I could have it.
So it's sounding really cool. I'm definitely getting far away from what we started from, but I'm gonna try to keep some elements and the general like plucky guitar sort of stuff too.
Heroes.
And the first melody, I really like his first melody. You know, I work with a lot of other producers with songwriting and a lot of different types of artists, and I can always bring my go-to things to the table, but it's kind of nice to work with somebody who's totally out of my realm because it makes me think of the song a little bit differently. And he's big on vocal production, and he's big on just the general melody and songwriting, so I'm going to try to just focus on that. But I do think that this needs a little bit more drive. All right, let's write some lyrics. You know, I'm gonna use the same notepad that he was using before. Looks like my session for 4:30 just canceled, so I can eat dinner now. Let's go. I like spending my life, that's cool. Spending, you know what, I can't do this. I need to type on my phone. I like writing down what I have to do for the day on paper, but my brain can't work on two things at once. It's easier just to like treat this like my brain. I guess that's the same thing, but maybe I lack the motor skills. I don't know.
Spending my life holding back the pressure behind the curtains while they open. Holding back the pressure behind the curtains while they open. Smile while I'm faking it. Breaking my pride.
Fighting my pride.
Fighting my pride.
What just came to mind is when I was touring and I was like 18 years old and we didn't have a ton of credibility, but we were starting to get paid to headline shows. I remember some scummy promoters would decide to just not pay us at the end of the night because who else was going to book us? You know, we only had so many options to play shows. I mean, that's the darker side of things. So that's kind of just the idea that I'm going for here. So I might even say like, fighting my pride, shook down a man for $50, kind of like Johnny Cash, like I shot a guy, you know, sort of thing, but I didn't shoot somebody. I just was like, empty your pockets.
Shook down a man in a Philly club for $100.
I really want that line to sound desperate, man, because $100 back in the day was everything.
For $100. Come on, I was promised it.
All right.
Promised it.
Pay up! Fuck it, dude.
Call my bluff. And now I call your bluff. Get lost and slither.
I'm watching you slither. I'm watching you slither.
And now I call your bluff. The dream is made up. I'm watching you slither. Cause we don't eat enough. We barely get love. And now I'm just bitter. Now I'm just bitter.
Alright, so I think that's the song. I really dig the lyrical content in this song, and I really dig the different vibe. Just need to really put everything together. I don't know if that chorus is going to turn into a bridge or something, or if I need to add more like drum and bass to the rest of the song, but I think this is a cool song that's a little bit different and outside my realm, so I'm going to send it off, let him do his thing, and then I'm going to do my thing. Maybe I'll add a bunch of guitars. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's a good spot to stop, so I'm going to let it rip, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
Spending my life holding back the pressure behind the curtains while they open. Smile while I'm faking it. Fighting my pride. Shook down a man in a Philly club for $100. Come on, I was promised it. And now I call your bluff. The dream is made up. I'm watching you slither. Cause we don't eat enough, we barely get love. And now I'm just bitter. Will it ever